maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make you the presenter.
Okay.
Whoops. I'm hearing a little echo. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
We may just have to live with that. Let's see. What happened last time? I think everything is hidden. Okay.
So can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Or?
yes, I can. I'm
Oh,
looking at
good.
the problem for the position function. S of t equals 32 sine of 2t.
Yeah.
Okay.
32.
So we would do this problem. Hold on a moment. Just like we did the last problem. How come we have two different tables here?
Oh, those are actually the same. The second table is given just for given answers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did we do it last time? Average velocity?
We were using a formula for average velocity to...
It was a different function, but it was a position function. And the way we figured average velocity was we took S of B minus S of A all over B minus A.
Yeah.
So we want to do the same thing here. We want to take S of, for the first column, we want to take S of 1 minus S of 0 all divided by 1.
Yeah, so that's going to be S of 1 minus S of 0 divided by 1 minus 0, so divided by 1.
Correct. Now,
So
is T in radians? It doesn't say. Let's see. No, T is in time. So you're going to be in radians. So you want to set your calculator on radians. Not degrees. In order to calculate sine of 2 times 1.
So how would you calculate it once again?
You need to put your calculator in radians. What kind of calculator are you using? Do you have a TI?
We just bought a TI 84 Plus Texas Instruments calculator,
Okay.
but I haven't figured out how to use it yet.
Well, let me help you a little bit. Unfortunately, mine is non-functional, but I know how to use it. Turn it on.
Yeah.
Go to mode. Top left key on 1 to the right. Go down to degrees or radian and select radians and hit enter.
Okay. Yeah, it's already selected.
Now you're in radian mode. So now let me go to Wolfram Alpha on my computer. Let's switch you back. In Unfortunately, what has happened here? I've lost my control panel. I can't see your screen or my screen. Now I got it back, sorry.
Okay.
I don't see your screen anymore, but I'm going to make myself the presenter.
Okay.
Because I can't even talk without being able to write. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, our position function again was 32 sine of 2t.
Yeah.
Our first interval was from 0 to 1. So that's going to be equal to 32 sine of 2 minus 32 sine of 0, all divided by 1, correct?
Yeah.
Now let me go to Wolfram Alpha so I can show you how to... There's a sine on your calculator. Do you see where it is?
Yeah, I see it.
Put it and follow it with 2t and hit enter. And it should give you the same answer you're seeing on my screen. I didn't mean 2t, I meant sine of 2. And it's
Sine of 2.
do you get 0.909?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's minus this 32 times the sine of 0. What's the sine of 0?
It's 0.
Okay, so let's multiply this number by 32. Since we're dividing by 1, this is our answer. Now, do they say how many decimal places they want it to?
Yes, I can read it out. Let's see. Round the final answer to 3 decimal places is needed, and round all intermediate values to 5 decimal places is needed.
Okay. Well, it looks like our answer should be 29.098.
Yeah.
Did you put that in? Was that correct?
Yeah, that's what I actually got as the correct answer for A. I mean, as my answer. I'm not sure if it was correct or not, but as soon as I got all the answers and checked my answers, it gave me a window showing that one of them was made incorrectly.
Do you know which one?
No. But this one, yeah, I got the same answer in this one, just like you did.
All right. Let's go to the second part. Hold on. The second part says to go from what to what?
Let's see. From 0 to 1/2.
To 0.5.
Yeah.
So now we have s of 0.5 minus s of 0 divided by 0.5. So now we need, why don't you go ahead and do in your calculator 32 times the sine of 1.
Sine of 1. Yeah.
Because 0.5 for t will make this the sine of 1.
Yeah.
We already know this amount here is going to be 0. So whatever answer you get, multiply it by 2, and we'll have our final answer. Multiplying by 2 being the same as dividing by 0.5.
Okay. That's going to be 53.854.
And you rounded that off already?
It actually was 53.8541, so it's
I'm not sure exactly, unless those are general instructions, there's no intermediate steps here where we have to round off. So that instruction they gave you may be for later problems where you do have to save a number and then use it. Okay, so that's essentially what we want to do. You don't get to find out, is this the same answer you put in the first time?
Let's see, 854.
For B?
Yes, that is exactly the same one.
So I'm not doing it any different way than you are. Figuring out which one is wrong, I don't know how to do that. That program can be a little strange. I'm not sure that they have it 100% perfect. There might be a bug on that particular problem where you're putting in the 4 correct answers and they're not recognizing it for some reason. I don't know. Can you get it to tell you what the correct answers are? I know if you do that, you have to do a whole nother problem. But I don't know what to do, different than what you're doing already.
So, and what about if I click on Help Me Solve This? Will that get credit off my final score, or?
It only takes credit. The way you can do that is if you do a Help Me Solve This, at least this was from my last calculus student using the similar software.
Yeah.
It will take you through solving it, but in order to get credit, you have to do a new problem.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't really matter if you use that. You don't get credit taken away as long as you do another problem of a similar nature.
Oh, okay.
So you may have to do that on this one just to figure out what we're doing wrong. They'll at least tell you which one is wrong, perhaps. They told you that 1 out of the 4 was wrong?
Let's see. I've actually made a photo of these of this message. Let me see.
Let me make you the presenter again, and I'll take a look at this one. And okay, we got your.
Oh yeah, the message that came up was sorry, that's incorrect. At least one of your answers is incorrect.
So at least one. It could be all 4.
Yeah. But I can go ahead and check all my other answers just in case real fast.
Well, hold on a second.
Okay.
There's one more part to this. Make a conjecture about the value of the instantaneous velocity of t, but it doesn't look like it's going to let you do that until you answer these, huh?
Yeah.
What you will see is that the average velocity is approaching a certain number. As B gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, I'm pointing with my cursor thinking you can see that, your average velocity will begin to approach the instantaneous velocity at t equals 0. So whatever number this appears to be approaching,
yeah,
that's what you would suggest would be the instantaneous velocity of t is equal to 0. Of course, the way we would want to do it is by using the 0 plus h method in order to find out exactly what it is at t equals 0. We now know how to do that. Where do you get to, go ahead and say, help me solve this. I don't see how else we're going to advance. This is what I had to do with another student. We constantly encountered this, and that's the only way we were able to proceed.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we did. Hit continue. Hold on, let's see.
So that's going to be 0.
Okay, that's what we did. So let's go ahead and answer this.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Find s of t sub 0. This is going to be the 32 times the sine of 2. In other words, this should be our first answer that we gave. Go ahead and type that in, and then let's see what it tells us.
Okay, it's 29.098.
Okay.
And it says that it's incorrect.
Go ahead and hit done. Hold on. I want to see what I had for it. 32 sine of 2. I had 29.098. Let's try putting that to 5 decimals. Try making it 09752.
752.
Yeah, that's the 5 decimal. Oh, it says
the correct answer is 0, it says.
well, for s of 0, yeah. Hold on, let's look at it. Look at up top.
Oh,
S of 0 is 0. We knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that. This is where we want to put in the s of 1. And to 5 decimal places. This will work. We were doing it to 3 decimal places before. I don't know why they say round the final answer to 3 decimal places. They must mean that last question. In other words, each of these cells needs to be to 5 decimal places. 2.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's what's going on. So when they say round the final answer to 3 decimal places, I think they mean that final answer is what's the instantaneous velocity. That one needs to be to 3 decimal places.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's what they ask us now for average velocity. As you can see, type an integer or decimal rounded to 3 decimal.
Okay. Go ahead and type that same answer in. Well, that's 29.098 should now be correct.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little confused, but as to their instructions originally, but I think we've got it solved for how you to do this problem. They're going to make you go through each one of these, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't need me for these. It's just going to be a lot of what you've done, only put in the answer as 5 decimal places instead of 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go ahead and call you back as soon as I'm done with those.
Let's do it. Okay. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Dave.